Right now at noon, the vice president visits the Milwaukee area today to discuss school choice and put religion at the forefront of President Trump's re-election campaign. And a new study shows just how much local governments are spending on policing in Wisconsin.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. Vice President Mike Pence is launching a faith-centered tour in a conservative Milwaukee suburb today. This morning, he's discussing school choice, joining Education Secretary Betsy DeVos in a roundtable discussion at Waukesha STEM Academy.
The Bible says iron sharpens iron, and so one person sharpens another. And I truly do believe, as the president does, and as Wisconsin has demonstrated every day, that by empowering parents where to choose where their children go to school, we're inviting excellence all across education, and you're certainly seeing that.
Next, the vice president will hold a Faith in America event in Pewaukee. President Trump is visiting a megachurch in Phoenix 2 days before he comes to Wisconsin to tour a Marinette Marine shipyard. The dual visits speak to Wisconsin's importance in the presidential race. President Trump carried the state by fewer than 23,000 votes in 2016. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first WARN forecast. Pretty nice day out there.
It certainly is. You can definitely feel the difference in the humidity level this afternoon. We have partly sunny skies right now in Platteville. Here's the view from our Queen Bee Radio Sky camera. We've definitely seen some clouds developing over the last couple of hours. Skies were completely clear this morning. Those clouds may lead to a few showers. We'll talk about that in just a second. In Madison, we have surpassed 70 degrees now, 71, 73 in Janesville, and 70 in Platteville. Still 67 in the Dells. Temperatures will top in the mid-70s today. That's a little bit below normal for this time of the year. We'll drop back into the upper 50s by the time we hit tomorrow morning. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will talk about dodging some raindrops the next couple of days. Not a guarantee, but Mark, there's a chance for some rain in the forecast.
I'm going to throw a sweatshirt on this morning to walk the dogs.
A little cool, wasn't it?
It felt good.
Yeah.
All right, Hattie, we'll see you in a few minutes. The Madison Police Department is investigating several cases of damaged or stolen Black Lives Matters yard signs on the city's east side. This is a photo Alder Grant Foster posted showing KKK spray painted over one sign. Two other people reported similar damage. Another resident also had his Trump 2020 and Support F-35s stolen from his yard. Anyone with information asked to call Crime Stoppers. A new report shows Wisconsin municipalities' biggest expense over the last 30 years has been the police departments. The Wisconsin Policy Forum report found that in every year from 1986 to 2018, law enforcement was the biggest municipal spending category in the state. Municipalities spent about $1.28 billion on law enforcement in 2018, up from $353 million in 1986. Following George Floyd's death, Madison protesters have called for defunding the police, and the message was painted in front of the city-county building. Protesters are calling for the money spent on policing to instead go to community support services like housing, health care, transportation, education, and youth programs. In Atlanta today, the funeral for Rayshard Brooks will be held, completing a 2-day celebration of his life. His widow joined hundreds of mourners at a public viewing yesterday, paying their respects. Today's private service is just getting underway now at the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, where the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. served as a co-pastor. Brooks was shot dead when police confronted him earlier this month. Garrett Rolfe was fired after the shooting. He now faces felony murder charges, and his partner, Deputy Devin Brosnan, is accused of aggravated assault. Meanwhile, nationwide protests continue after the death of George Floyd. A statue of President Andrew Jackson is still standing near the White House just hours after protesters tried to topple it.
We stopped an attack on a great monument, the monument of Andrew Jackson in Lafayette Park. Numerous people are in jail and going to jail today.
The unrest began yesterday afternoon when protesters broke through a fence surrounding the statue. There are reports police tried to clear the crowd with pepper spray, and a witness tells CBS News she saw rubber bullets being fired. Demonstrators have criticized the former president for his role in slavery and the removal of Native Americans from their land. White House Coronavirus Task Force members Anthony Fauci and CDC Director Dr. Robert Redfield testified before Congress today. It comes as 25 states report an increase in average daily cases in the last 2 weeks. Maria Villarreal reports from Dallas.
COVID-19 is now spreading at an unacceptable rate in Texas.
Governor Greg Abbott warns that while shutting down the state is the last option, it's not out of the question.
If those spikes continue, additional measures are going to be necessary.
Statewide, the number of Texans hospitalized with coronavirus rose nearly 60% in the last week alone, while new cases and the rate of positive tests roughly doubled from May to June. Stephen Love is the president of the Dallas-Fort Worth Hospital Council.
We've got in a 19-county area about 950 COVID-19 patients in our hospitals.
How does that compare to where we were even a month ago?
It's about a 50% increase.
As cases and hospitalizations climb, mayors and county judges have begun implementing mandatory mask orders, including Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Our numbers are moving in the wrong direction.
Dr. Peter Hoditz, dean of Baylor's National School of Tropical Medicine, warns Houston could be headed towards a situation he calls apocalyptic.
If the numbers continue to accelerate as they've been the last few days, we could be looking at a situation that resembles New York City.
The spike in COVID hospitalizations is putting some frontline workers and their families at risk.
I was kind of hoping, maybe it's just a cold or something.
Kayla Cordova, her brother Josh, and her parents, Beth and Ray, are all nurses from Dibble, Texas. Kayla says she was the first to fall ill after treating a COVID patient. Then her parents and her 3 siblings all tested positive. Her mother, Beth, was even hospitalized.
I honestly, truly felt like I did not know if I was going to be able to come out of it to even be able to come home.
What do you say to those people that say, the state is open, everything's good?
A lot of people need to take it seriously. I don't wish this on my worst enemy, and it's at least 10 times worse than the flu.
And Dane County health officials are reporting about 30 new COVID-19 cases today. New at noon, Major League Baseball plans to unilaterally issue a 60-game schedule for its shortest season since 1878. The Players Association rejected a negotiated deal of the same length, but MLB owners voted unanimously to proceed with the season, putting the sport on track for a combative return to the field amid the coronavirus pandemic. Hy-Vee is recalling one of its bagged garden salad mixes that's possibly linked to a multi-state outbreak of intestinal illness. The affected products include the 12-ounce Hy-Vee bagged garden salad with any expiration date. The mix includes lettuce, red cabbage, and carrots, and was shipped to stores in multiple states, including Wisconsin. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When it comes to planning dinner, there are 3 things most of us look for. Any ideas to what they are?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Celebrate this 4th of July knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? And
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14
$15.95. See it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
For years, iMart Express has provided quality eyewear and same-day service to your community. With sights set on the path forward, we continue to rally together to keep your future in focus. Get 2 pairs of single vision glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. We've implemented additional measures to ensure the safety of everyone that comes into our stores. We thank our local heroes for your dedication to our community. For more information, visit imartexpress.com.
Wednesday morning, Hattie has more chances for storms in her first warn forecast.
And if you've been missing concerts on the square, you have a chance to experience it in a different way starting tomorrow. We'll tell you how.
We'll see you starting at 4:30 Wednesday morning.
When it comes to planning dinner, there are 3 things most of us look for. Something that doesn't take too long to make, something that's going to taste amazing, and last but not least, something that's not going to break the bank. So today, we're making a dish that tastes like pricey spare ribs, but actually starts with boneless chicken thighs, which are very budget friendly. We start by browning some boneless, skinless chicken thighs in a skillet with a bit of oil. The key here is to make sure the skillet is hot so the chicken gets nice and browned. While they're doing their thing, we make an Asian barbecue sauce by mixing together some water, soy sauce, ketchup, and cider vinegar. Now, to give it even more flavor, we mix in some brown sugar, chopped garlic, and ground ginger. We give this a stir and pour it over our brown chicken. We let them simmer, turning them every once in a while so they soak up all that flavor-packed sauce. We'll thicken this up by adding a combo of cornstarch and water. Then these guys are ready to serve. Maybe serve this over some rice so you don't leave behind any of that sticky flavor-packed sauce. To get the recipe for what we call chicken spare ribs, all you need to do is visit our website. Believe me, I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a no bones about it way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Next at noon, showers and storm chances continue today and tomorrow. Hattie tells us when that's expected to clear out in your first warn forecast.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Safe to say 2020 has been a year unlike any we've ever seen. We're so grateful we've been able to conduct business safely and responsibly and do our small part to keep Wisconsin's economy rolling. And we'd like to thank all of the homeowners who have chosen to make Leaf Guard the choice for the last gutters their home will ever need.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love to hear that. Right now, your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Services, save up to $2,500 on a new Lennox system. But hurry, it's a limited time offer and a beautiful thing.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
No matter what the color of your skin is, we all have to be part of this.
It is a time that we
hear people out who are offering up solutions that can lead to change.
We are spending a lot of time right now listening so we can better do our job, so we can better amplify your voices, tell your stories, and hopefully build a better tomorrow, a better city for all of us.
2020 may not just be the year that everything was canceled. It may end up being the most important year yet.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 204 points. The NASDAQ up 136. And the S&P 500 is at 28. That's a record number for the S&P right there, if that holds. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Jahnke on this Tuesday afternoon. Hi, Pam.
Hello there. Yep, we're still watching the rain gauges around a lot of Wisconsin. Our Wisconsin farmers are reporting that their confidence in our corn and soybean crop over the past 7 days' time kind of declined a little bit. We've got 99% of our corn and soybeans in the ground, but about 2% less confident on the good to excellent corn readings out there, about 3% less confident this week in our soybeans compared to last. Our potatoes, about 97% of that crop is called good to excellent, so that's the good news out there. Talking a little bit more about what's happening and the good news. Got to keep an eye on what's going on with these dairy markets. I've gotten a lot of questions from people about how come things are so strong and surging when it comes to our June, July milk contracts. Well, that's the short term. Remember, a lot of restaurants and bars are still trying to replenish their supplies after everybody stayed isolated with COVID-19. But don't become too confident on this trend. John Heinberg from Total Farm Marketing by Stuart Peterson over in West Bend told me this morning on my early radio show that dairy farmers particularly, better be trying to find some protection on the bottom side of this market. Get a floor under that milk price and be ready to ride it up if it's there, but more importantly, be ready to prepare and protect yourself against the down. We still don't know what the school protocol is going to be for the state of Wisconsin or for the countryside for that matter. That's going to be a big impact on dairy. And the U.S. Department of Agriculture has already started to cancel some of its food purchases that had previously been announced, and those were expected to be largely dairy. So got to keep an eye on things. You see fluid milk is a little softer on the midday, but product prices are strong. Barrel cheese up 4 3/4 cents today at $2.37. The other thing you want to pay attention to is even at these escalated prices, are we getting anybody that's trading? The barrel cheese today had 3 trades at that escalated number, so that's good to see. 40-pound block cheese up 10 3/4 cents today at $2.81, but only 1 transaction. And then butter was down 2 cents today at $1.81 1/4. So it is a real fine line that we're walking right now as far as dairy is concerned. And don't forget, speaking of dairy right in our backyard, we've got dairy breakfast, drive-through dairy breakfast this weekend. Juneau County, Mark, Lafayette County, and Fond du Lac County. So we're still trying to keep that celebration theme going.
All right, you can take part, just stay in the car.
Yep.
All right, Pam, thank you. Here's Hattie now with a look at your forecast.
And we're starting with the rain totals over the last couple of days. Yesterday, a pretty wet day for southern Wisconsin. You can see some of these radar estimated rain totals over 2 inches in far southwestern Grant County. Amounts to diminish as you moved eastward. Here in Madison at the airport, 0.66 inches of rain, and then less than a half an inch as you head over towards Watertown and Johnson Creek. So heaviest amounts well west of Dane County. Now, we are still talking some rain showers. If you look at the radar map or pull it up on your weather app, you're not going to see a whole lot around here right now. A few blips of green showing up. I do expect scattered showers to continue to pop up across Wisconsin. You can see a bit of more activity through the northern part of the state. All these showers are moving off to the south. You'll note that they're pretty light, pretty fast moving. So if you do happen to see some of these showers this afternoon, it's not going to last very long. Here's a time lapse from our skies here at the station. This is looking towards the east. We had clear skies this morning, but just within the last couple of hours, you see those northwesterly winds bringing in some of those cumulus clouds. They are growing a little bit in height, indicating we are getting some instability in the atmosphere. So these clouds may start to produce some showers within the next hour or so here in Madison. Probability of precipitation relatively low through the afternoon and evening, but it's not zero. So fair game for all of southern Wisconsin to see a few showers, maybe even an isolated rumble of thunder. Winds are from the northwest, as I mentioned. they're anywhere from 8 to 15 miles an hour, so not very strong. Maybe a little breezy in a few spots this afternoon. Those northwesterly winds, though, are keeping temperatures down. 71 right now in Madison. In the Dells, you haven't hit 70 yet. Still 66 in Mineral Point, 71 in Prairie du Chien, as well as Platteville. Dew points, though, that's where you're going to see the change. Dew points yesterday were in the 60s. Today we're down into the 50s, right around 55 here in Madison, but as low as 50 in Mineral Point and 50 in Monroe. So dew points through the rest of the afternoon, not expected to climb much. We'll hover in the mid to maybe upper 50s through the rest of the day today. That means on that dew point comfort meter, we're hovering between comfortable and barely noticeable today. Much better than yesterday. Here's a look at your future track forecast model. Again, expect those clouds to continue to increase. By the time we get to 5 o'clock, we'll likely see some scattered showers across the area. Highs here in Madison will be around 74 degrees. The rain chances will come to an end as the sun sets this evening, and overnight we're looking at dry conditions. Temperatures, though, tomorrow will still be on the cool side for this time of the year, and once again during the afternoon, we're looking at some scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms popping up again later in the day on Wednesday. They'll come to an end as the sun sets. Total precipitation, it's going to be pretty hard to measure in most spots, picking up less than a quarter of an inch over the next 2 days. Keep in mind this is a 2-day total, so not a lot of rain in our forecast. Here's a look at our extended forecast. We have a nice day on Thursday with sunny skies and highs back in the 80s. We are going to bring rain chances into the area starting Thursday night into Friday and possibly Saturday. It's really going to heat up next week, Mark. We're looking at upper 80s, humid conditions, and along with that comes a chance for thunderstorms each day.
Well, it's July.
That is
next
true.
week.
That is true. Very, very true.
Very summery. All right. Thank you, Hattie.
You're welcome.
Coming up next at noon, get your diet and nutrition questions ready. UW Health dietitian Michelle Swartz.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. The perfect paint for when the nursery becomes the bedroom. That becomes his room. That becomes your favorite room in the house. Paint because you want to, not because you have to. For results that stand up to whatever life brings. Trust Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Exclusively at Menards.
Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paramount Paint.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Baca Enterprises is truly humbled and thankful to all of our employees, residents, families, and vendors for their patience and cooperation.
Our employees have gone above and beyond with sanitation efforts, altering their daily routines, all while spreading joy and happiness throughout our communities.
Looking to the future, Baca Enterprises will be here for you.
To provide a sense of security and to provide comfort by keeping you safe and healthy.
Baca Enterprises is helping you live life with confidence. Visit our website to schedule your tour today.
Let's summer. Let's dine out by truly dining out. Let's send smoke signals to the neighbors, then serve up the freshest of food with a side of fresh air. Let's raise our tongues to tasty by introducing our grills to new thrills and make mouthwater more than a backyard slip and slide. Let's live a little more by having another s'more. Because summer is here, and no one does summer like Festival Foods.
Though challenges surround us, life still goes on. There's still time to dream, still plans to be made. And if you're retiring soon, still deadlines to be met. We talk with people every day who need to replace their employer benefits when they retire. We can answer your questions too, so you can feel good about the decisions you make. For a retirement benefits checklist, visit us online or call Physicians Mutual Insurance Company today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Michelle Swader, dietitian at UW Health, is ready to take your calls. 270-9933 is the number for your diet and nutrition questions. So call now, 270-9933. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Hanging in there.
Good.
Interesting new study about when you eat, what time of the day you eat can affect how much weight you might lose.
Right. So there's a small but very interesting study from Johns Hopkins University where they looked at a group of people that either ate at 6 p.m. or at 10 p.m. They wanted to see if that made any difference in their weight loss. They all had the same meal, and they all went to bed and then woke up at a different time. So the interesting results were that after they tested their blood, they found that the people who ate dinner later had a higher blood sugar by 18%, and the amount of fat that was burned was 10% lower. And this was done not even looking at people with diabetes or obesity, so they're wondering if that could even make the results a little more dramatic.
Overseas, like in Spain, they eat dinner at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Right. So a lot of people think it's maybe that extra portion I had, or I had an extra nighttime snack, and it's just all about the calories. But we're wondering if the timing doesn't actually affect how efficiently we use those calories, because our bodies are going through a lot of changes in preparing for sleep.
All right. How about like 7 or 8? What a lot of people eat then.
Yeah, I mean, I think we don't know all of the details yet. This is a very small study, but it shows us that, as we get ready for sleep, it's not maybe the best time to take in a big influx of calories because the body's actually preparing to slow down its metabolism. So I think knowing that, hey, I'm looking to lose a few pounds, or I'm trying to control my blood sugar, looking at those things over the course of the day, if it's at all possible in your schedule to try to do an earlier dinner, that would obviously make the most sense.
All right, let's go to the calls. We'll start with Mary in Madison. Hi, Mary. What's your question?
Yes, I just bought some romaine lettuce and some fresh grapes, and I want to know how to clean/sanitize them so that I don't get any of the, diseases that are going around.
Right. So it hasn't really been shown that you need to use one of the commercially available fruit and vegetable washes. Some people are just looking at basically the sanitary way they buy them in the first place. So obviously grapes are usually prepackaged in the bag. Try to find one that's kind of sealed, maybe towards the back, maybe that somebody hasn't sampled out of. Most grocery stores are also pre-wrapping their lettuce. So it's not that you're going through and touching all the lettuces, you're grabbing a bag. So I think those are actually the most key ingredients into keeping your food safe. But then basically just like rinsing them off very well, even maybe taking a towel and kind of washing them a little bit contact. But again, there's been no proof that one of the commercially available is going to be antiviral in any way.
All right, we're out of time for now. Michelle, we'll see you next time. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Here's Hattie with a final check of your forecast.
And we continue to see some of those pop-up showers here in Wisconsin. You have to zoom the radar map out a little bit, but you'll see some of those showers popping up on the radar map just north of our viewing area. Expect some of those to move into southern Wisconsin this afternoon.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.